How's everyone doing? I just want to share my routine, more of my fitness routine. This part in particular is like recovery and flexibility, mobility, things of that nature. So when I work out during the week, one of the first things I do after my workout is to hydrate. So I will drink anywhere from 16 to 32 ounces of water, just depending on the workout and how much I've sweated. So that you do not want to get dehydrated. Once you're dehydrated, it's too late, and it takes a long time to recover. So as soon as I finish working out, I just drink a bunch of water. Another thing that I do during the week, through Monday through Saturday, after the workout, I do some deep stretches. I do some split training, my hamstrings, and also like some back spinal decompression. So I do that Monday through Saturday. Now on Sunday, what I do is I do some mobility work, some more flexibility work. What I start out with actually is when I wake up, I just take a break. I just take a mental and physical break. I may wake up early, but I'm going to enjoy some coffee. I'm going to enjoy some breakfast and do some meditation, some reflection, some prayer. Just that mental break just gives me a lot of recovery, and it gives me that energy for the week that's coming up. So that is my mental energy, my mental health. So also for my physical health, I do some more flexibility and some more mobility. But it's not anything intense. It's just me just loosening my body up, recovering. And once I do that, I'm ready to go to church. I go to church, praise the Lord. So I'm going to go through that routine. So let me set this camera up so you can so I can do some demonstrating. All right, there we go. So after working out all week, I'm pretty sore. So I try to just move everything around and just stretch everything out. So one of the first things I actually start out is with my neck. I'm just gonna turn my neck side to side, up and down, and just rotate my neck around, just loosening that up. So then the next thing I'm gonna go with is my shoulders. So when I go with my shoulders, I'm just gonna take that full range of motion back and forth for my shoulders. Once I do that, I'm going to move on to my scapulas, which are a little different from your shoulders. I'm going to just roll those around in a shrugging motion, also up, down, and then back and forth. Once I finish doing that, I'm going to go into my rotator cuffs. So I'm going to just take these two small dumbbells. I'm going to rotate my cuffs in two different directions. So I'm going to start out like this, and I'm just going to rotate up with my rotator cuffs. Just two small 3-pound dumbbells. All right, so I'm going to want to do that in the opposite direction. So to do that, I'm going to need to lie down. So I have my pad right here. I'm going to lie down, lie flat in the same position, but then I'm just going to lift that weight up. Just moving my shoulders and rotate the cuffs around. All right. So once I'm done with that, that is my upper body, my neck, and my shoulders. Got all of that loosened up. I'm going to move into my hips. So one of my favorite mobility, flexibility exercises is the Pigeon Pose, which is going to stretch out my hips, which is going to be a little bit difficult. So what I do is I have to get in a kneeling position, and I'm going to have to set my foot across. I hold that foot in position while I just lean into my hips. And of course, I'm going to do that on my left and my right sides. All right, now I'm going to want to stretch out my quads and my front hip. And what I'm going to use to do that with is this mobility stick. And it's made by Stick Mobility. Really good company, really useful tool. So right now, I'm going to use this for balancing. So I'm going to be in a kneeling position. And I'm going to take my other foot and go forward. I'm going to grab that back foot and I'm just going to lean into it. Getting that real good stretch in my quad and then my front hips. Okay, now I'm going to continue to use my mobility stick, still in a kneeling position. I'm going to set this down for stability. And I'm going to reach over, reach up, set my elbow down on the ground, and I'm going to use this for torque. And I'm just going to twist my core. Just that's a real good way of decompressing your spine. So another thing that I like to do with the mobility stick is from another kneeling position, I'm going to slide this here. I'm going to grab the stick and then I'm going to turn. I'm going to look to the back and I'm also going to point to the back. Also decompressing that spine. And all of my exercises I'm going to do on left and right sides. All right, now so I'm done with my mobility stick. I am going to go into more of a hip mobility workout exercise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand up against the wall to brace myself, and I'm going to do what I call high knees. I'm going to just raise my knee up and just go in a circular motion, just working that hip. Now, once I do a few of those, I'm also going to want to stretch my calves out. So I have a little step-up box, plyo box right here, real small. I'm going to brace myself up against the wall, and I'm just going to do some calf stretches. All right, so a few more things that I like to do for mobility, and especially for my joints, is I like to stretch my knees out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit up on my toes, and then I'm just going to sit all the way down into my knees as much as I can. Sit in this position for a little while, just stretching those knees out for knee health. And while I'm in this position, once I sat down, I'm going to go into my toes. I'm going to just stretch my feet out. So there you have it. I want to leave you with this. Proverbs chapter 3. Trust the Lord with all your heart. And I hope this helps.